And welcome back to the show. And today we've got our illustrious guest here, Miss Dragonfly, the relationship whisperer. Yay! Such a great response from you last time with that show, MGTOW. The show of MGTOW. Goodness gracious, did that stir the hornet's nest?
Did it ever?
So there's a vast movement with this MGTOW, it appears.
And for people that don't know what
question is
MGTOW
why?
is,
Yeah, what is it?
it's men going their own way. So MGTOW is short for men going their own way. And basically a movement where men have sworn off women because they've had such a bad experience, either through relationships or marriage, and then said, nah.
That's
Not
why
going
you see
there.
so many people with bromances now, like they're I'll stay in my own lane.
And it's usually, this movie is usually pushed by older men that I guess have usually more than one bad experience or one bad marriage and been badly burnt, and so giving advice to younger men and saying, hey, I've been there, I've done that. It's not worth it. Stay away.
But
I mean,
a
look
lot of the
what
message
happened
is
to me.
it's all bad.
Yeah, it's all bad. There's no redeeming qualities about women. It's the line that they usually sprout and push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
your message is that, yes, there is that component.
of course.
You
as in
marry the
every-
wrong person, you can there's severe consequences.
Yes.
But, however, if you get it right,
It is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. But the thing when we're with them, and I guess some of the responses I've had, is that you don't know what they're like until until a few years later they show their ugly face, so to speak.
the ugly psyche rears its ugly head.
and you couldn't tell from the beginning and so forth. And really, they're not listening. Is that, hey, buddies, it's because you married the wrong woman in the first place.
Well, we've got a question here from one of the listeners. Was on your show you mentioned that there are people you have fun with and people you marry.
Yes.
But how do you know the difference?
Okay. Most people would have heard of the term, people you marry, and there's actually people you have fun with. Yeah. So, but do they really understand what it means? You know, we keep hearing it all the time. People you have fun with, I guess it's people that are generally exciting, and so they provide entertainment. It's fun to be around them. Okay, that sort of thing. But why is it different from people?
But you want to end up marrying the boring one? Is that?
But why is it they're not people that you actually marry? Okay, it's because marriage is a whole different kettle of fish. Marriage, people don't really know what marriage is, and like I explained last time, it's a partnership in life. That's what it is. Marriage is a partnership in life. So who you take on is going to be so important. It's arguably the most important decision you'll ever make in your
You
life.
mentioned last time it was a bit like a business.
Yep.
So if you had a business partner,
Yep.
and so if you owned a restaurant and that business partner was a top chef, well, that's a really good fit, isn't it? You know, or, something. And
to fit into your life. So nothing influences your life more, arguably, than the person you've chosen to be your life partner. Because what they do is going to directly affect you. You're in the same boat, so to speak. So
without a paddle.
Yeah, without a paddle. So if people don't actually grasp that concept, that's how great. That's the gravity. That's how important this one decision is. And so they need to put in a lot of thought as to who they choose. So who you have fun with on the surface may not quite be it. I mean, is that going to be enough? You know, just having fun every day. Because remember, there's still bills to pay. You know, things have to be considered. Do you want children? Okay. And then if that's the case, are you or your partner going to be capable of being a good parent? That sort of thing. Okay, bills have to be paid. You need food on the table. Can either of you cook? Or is it going to be takeaways every night or every day? Not only you get sick of takeaways after a while, it's not good for you, good for your health or your budget. Okay, and the other thing is, well, how do the bills get paid? Someone's got to earn money.
Somebody's got to earn the money.
Someone's got to earn the money. So, are you going to be happy earning all the money with that person you have fun with? Be actually able to earn money and willing to earn money, and be considerate
and be sharing with
and
it
be
as
sharing with you, because it is basically a partnership in life. So you are a team. So what is the most important thing is the person you marry has to be a team player.
Well,
Otherwise,
we see a lot in marriages now, like people have their separate bank accounts, so they actually earn their own money, and sort of things like that, and it delineates the team process.
Yeah, it delineates the team process, because people don't understand that they are a part of a team, and the people that do also have separate. It's kind of like there's a little element they don't quite trust their partner, so to speak.
Am I going to be here in 10 years' time, or have I moved on somewhere else?
And why don't you totally actually trust your partner? It's because there's doubt whether or not they're actually going to watch your back and be one with you. You see? So why do they do that? I mean, I guess even I've heard of some relationship experts, so to speak, spewing out advice. They say make sure you do keep separate bank accounts just in case. Well, that is good advice if you're not sure of your partner. But then why aren't you sure about your partner? Did you not consider that before you married? Because it's just
but people do change, and what you see on the front level there may be ulterior motives in someone that hasn't been revealed.
Revealed because mostly people don't know how to choose and how to observe what are the red flags.
Yeah.
Green flags are good. It's both. People don't know what the red flags are, and also what the green flags are. Mostly because they don't know what they need in a partner. So it's just like, look.
There's no real rule book for marriage, is there?
No, you have to consider your life, what you need, what your life is going to be about, and what you need, and then you go look for the partner that has those qualities that can fulfill those needs. So rather than the person that's why the person you have fun with isn't necessarily the one you should marry. Because you have fun, but can they do this? Can they do that? If it's a man, you remember you're picking the mother of your children. Would you like to get your children to have a good mother? So that's why it doesn't sound like fun in a way to choose good qualities in a woman that way, rather than the exciting person you just have fun. Okay, when people usually meet, they fall in love, things are great, they're dating, this is fun, that's had going out, or maybe they might go skiing, water skiing, out on adventures, but can you do that every weekend?
Yeah, well, when the pressures of life starts
going on, how would that person that you're having lots of fun with deal with that situation? And if they don't deal with that situation, either unwilling or unable to, it's going to fall back onto you to deal with it all. And how would you feel if you had to take care of everything? And I guess all these MGTOW men end up marrying the people they had fun with rather than who would have been a good partner for marriage. And so they ended up having to do everything themselves, and so they had a problem with it. And that's why one of the big complaints from MGTOW men is she was lazy, narcissistic, selfish, and entitled, and all those other sorts of things. And yes, there are toxic women as well as very toxic people and very selfish people in the world. But you have to know not to marry them. And you have to be able to identify them in the dating stage. And that's what they fail to do. All they see is the exciting person. Look, and what I guess they're also guilty of, which they don't consider, is they overlooked the nice girl. These MGTOW men, I suspect, they overlooked the nice girl. They did not choose the nice girl and instead went for the exciting woman, so to speak. And that's why, people complain. You keep hearing about women overlooking the nice guy. and favor instead of and
The
pick
nice
the bad
guy
boy.
never gets the girl.
Yeah, pick the bad boy.
Yeah, Harley get a big
Big
Harley
Harley
Davidson
Davidson.
and leather jacket or whatever, and then
Yeah, and then they complain there's no good men around. Okay, and it's just like these MGTOW men complaining there's no good women around. Trust me, I've been there. But they themselves are guilty of the same thing.
yeah,
I'll challenge any of those MGTOW men. When you married that woman that you complain about now, did you really consider whether or not she had the qualities to be your partner? What it entailed? And I suspect almost none of them would have.
whoa, because they didn't listen to your channel
You didn't listen to my channel.
or read your book.
And men, you are just as guilty of as the women.
Well, men
Yeah.
sort of look at things that they see with an attraction, with their eye, really, and
Yeah.
that's what catches and then
The
you
visual,
sort of
and
the
then they-
visual first, and then the visual is like the flower attracting the bee.
Yeah.
And-
So they marry who the person they have fun with rather than the person they should marry.
Yeah,
So, people you have fun with and people you actually marry.
yeah,
It's very good reasons why there's that saying, okay? Like these people that had horrid relationships would know by now.
Well, something needs to be done. It needs to be examined more because
Mm.
the amount of divorces now
Yeah.
is alarming.
Yeah. And that's
Someone-
what
and that's
Western
what
society
you can
doesn't
say,
realize.
Like a lot of like the MGTOW, one of their arguments is, well, you know that in a few years it's going to end up in divorce, so why go through it in the first place?
Yeah.
But if you get it right,
Right. If you
and
know,
if you, have
you
the
both
right
know,
team,
yeah,
and
right
you know your
team,
right position,
right, what your job is.
yeah,
You have to know what your job is and able to do it. If you don't know, obviously you're not going to do it. So I guess it falls down to the men. I guess if you want a happy marriage,
oh,
you
it
will
does.
have a
It
great,
falls down to men, does it?
great
oh, there
partner.
you go.
Because at the moment,
Why is it the man's fault? Why it has to come down to men?
because they're going to usually the major breadwinner, and they're the ones that are doing the MGTOW movement.
Yeah,
So, okay, the women are looking for a good provider, no matter what women
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
Either traditional or a modern
Yeah, they need
they're looking for a provider no matter what. Now it's up
Yeah.
to you to choose. Okay, and I guess most men realize that they would be the main breadwinner and the main provider. Who can you accept? Who would you be willing to provide for that you won't feel taken advantage of and you'll feel happy to provide for?
Yeah.
What type of woman?
yeah.
Think about that first before
Yeah,
you
not
find.
the one that buys $400 shoes or a $2,000 handbag type of thing.
Okay, you marry that type of woman, and then you complain about it. You can't complain about it after that. Okay, that's why I say men don't they're just as guilty of women that overlook the nice girl
Yeah,
because they're not seen as exciting.
yeah,
And then you see it clearly from dating websites. That's why they're all so similar, all the profiles so similar, because people know that's what's appeal. That's very sad. It's unfortunate and very sad, because if they were honest, and even nice girls, if they were honest and put a nice profile to describe themselves accurately, they'll take care of you, we carry you, cook for you and all that. If a man sees that, he'll probably run away. Come on, man. What would you think if you saw a profile like that?
yeah,
I'll take care of you when you're ill. I'll take care of the finances. I'll make you even richer. I'll do the gardening and the cooking. Be honest. Would you click and choose that?
Well, it depends on
If they
on the
really
man.
understand. Yeah, if they understand.
So probably the younger man, not so much.
Not so much because they don't understand.
Yeah. So there was an old famous joke in one of them comedy shows about being single man is a bit like going down the freeway at a certain speed, and there's all these exits saying take this exit, take this exit, and there's all these things over here, fuel and stuff, but yet we keep driving on the same road looking for some utopia.
Okay.